Next character is Monsieur Loisel. Monsieur Loisel is Mathilde's husband. Monsieur Loisel is content with the small pleasures of his life. He was content. Content means he was happy with what he had. But he is best to fulfill Mathilde's demands. He loves Mathilde, but does not truly understand her. And he seems to underestimate the depth of her unhappiness. When Mathilde loses the necklace, Monsieur Loisel sacrifices his own future to help her to return that necklace. So characteristic of Monsieur Loisel, he was kind, generous, unselfish, loyal, patient. Here patient have two meanings. One, patient is the person who go to doctor when he is sick, and here patient means the person with more patience. Okay, so patient person he was, loving, middle class, a clerk's Ministry of Education, loyal, he was hardworking person, and he wants to please his wife. Now next character here, Madame Forestier. Mathilde's wealthy friend, rich friend. Madame Forestier treats Mathilde kindly, but Mathilde is bitterly jealous of Madame Forestier's wealth, and the kindness pains her. Madame Forestier lends Mathilde a necklace for the party. Lends means she give the necklace. Mathilde borrow necklace from this friend, rich friend, and does not inspect it when Mathilde returns it. She is horrified. Horrified means shocked to realize that Mathilde has wasted her life trying to pay for the replacement of the necklace, when the original necklace had actually been worth nothing. And her characteristics are, she was wealthy, she was rich, but she was kind. So let's begin the necklace. The story is quite big, so it is broken into two parts. So this is part one. So today we will see the part one. Mathilde was a pretty and charming girl, born as if by an error of fate into a family of clerks. She had no means of becoming known, understood, loved, to be wedded to an aristocrat, and so she let herself be married to a minor official at the Ministry of Education. Fate means kismat, luck. Aristocrat means noble class. So Mathilde was very poor, but she was a very beautiful girl. But she always thought she would get married in a royal, rich family. She imagined like that. She imagined about her life like that. But her luck, she married to a clerk, and he was on very low post. Low post means not a big job. He was not on a big post in the official of Ministry of Education. She dressed plainly because she had never been able to afford anything better. She suffered endlessly, feeling she was entitled to all the luxuries of life. She suffered because of her shabby, poorly furnished house, all the things that another woman of her class would not even have noticed, tormented her and made her resentful. She dreamed of a grand palatial mansion with vast rooms and inviting smaller rooms. perfume for afternoon chats with close friends. Shabby here means untidy, and resentful means treating unfairly, expressing bitterness. Tormented means severe suffering. Now she was married to a minor official. She was in a poor family. Her house was also untidy, poorly furnished, not a high class. But she always was thinking why I am in like this house. She was regretted or felt sad always. She felt always that she imagined that her house should be royal like palace. It should have many rooms. It should be perfumed. She should have friends around with her, and she should chat, and she always had high dreams. She was a dynamic person, you know. But luck was not on her side. Though she was very pretty, though she was very beautiful, but luck was not on her side. She married to clerk, and always she regretted that I don't have such a big house, palace type house, etc. Okay. Yet she had Yet she had no rich dresses, no jewels, nothing. And these were only things she loved. She wanted so much to charm, to be envied, to be sort of her. And she had a rich friend, a former schoolmate at the convent, who whom she avoided visiting because afterwards she would weep with regret, despair, and misery. See, this Mathilde was thinking that I should have rich dresses, I should have rich jewelries. She always thought of all these things all the time. So here, weep means cry, misery means sad condition, despair means sadness. She had a school friend. She was very rich. She avoided to meet her friend because she was very rich. And she thought that if she will visit her, then she will feel very bad about her condition. She thought if she will meet her rich school friend, she will feel more sadness. Okay. So she avoided to meet her friend, Madame Forestier. One evening, her husband came home with an air of triumph, holding a large envelope in his hand. Look, he said, here is something for you. She tore open the paper and drew out a card on which was printed the words, the Minister of Education and MME, George Rampanu, request the pleasure of M and MME Loisel's company at the ministry on the evening of Monday, January 18th. So here M stands for Monsieur and MME stands for Madam. These are the French terms of address. Like in India, what we say, Mr. and Mrs. Sharma, Mr. and Mrs. Gupta, like that. So these are the French terms of addressing Mr. and Mrs. Like M stand for Monsieur and MME stand for Madam. So one day what happened? One day husband of Mathilde brought one invitation from Minister of Education and he was very happy. He thought her wife will be very happy after seeing this royal invitation, party invitation it was, right? But Mathilde did not become happy. She got sad. She said that, what shall I wear for the party? I don't have proper dress. I don't have suitable dress for this royal party. Yes. So instead of being delighted, as her husband hoped, she threw the invitation on the table resentfully and muttered, what do you want me to do with that? And what do you expect from me to wear if I go? So he hadn't thought of that. He stammered, why? Why the dress you go to the theater in, it seems very nice to me. So what happened? But her husband said, what happened? She said that I don't have proper suitable dress for the party. So what should I wear for the royal party? But her husband said the dress which she wear always for theater and all the time, same dress you may wear, because he said that he liked the dress very much. He stopped, he stunned, distressed to see his wife crying. He stuttered, what's the matter? Let's see, Mathilde, how much would a suitable dress cost? She thought for a moment, computing the cost and also wondering what amount she could ask for without an immediate refusal. At last, she answered hesitantly, I don't know exactly, but I think I could do with the 400 francs. So what happened? He stopped. He surprised to see his wife crying because he was very happy. He brought a royal party invitation, and what he thought, that after seeing this invitation, his wife will be very happy. But it did not become like that. Wife was not happy. He stopped, he surprised to see wife crying. So he asked, what's the matter? So let's see, how much would a suitable dress cost? Because he thought wife will be very happy after seeing the invitation. He was very happy with that happiness he brought the invitation. But after Mathilde's reaction, he became very sad. And then he decided to make her happy. So he thought, let's see how much the good dress cost. So he thought that if he will give money for the dress, he can make his wife happy. So he asked, how much could a suitable dress cost? I will give the money, go and buy a new dress. So see, he was very happy with what he had, and he was very kind person, and he wanted to please his wife. So he decided that he will give money, then his wife will bring the dress. So she thought for a moment, and she calculated the cost. Now he is asking money for how much you need for a proper dress. So she started calculating the money, or she started calculating the cost. And she thought that if she will say the cost or money, of thinking that her husband will refuse to give the money. Okay, when she will say this much, that much, then he will say, no, it is much, I can't give, like that. She thought herself that he may refuse to give the money. So she thought for a time. Then at last she answered hesitantly that I don't know exactly, but that may be I think she will find the proper dress with 400 francs. 400 francs means this is French currency. Okay, how we say rupees in India, like francs, 400 francs. So he turned a little pale because he had been saving that exact amount to buy a gun for hunting summer in the country near Nanterre. Nanterre is a place in France with few friends. However, he said, very well, I can give you 400 francs, but try to get a really beautiful dress. So now see how nice person he is. And he has exact 400 francs. That why he saved, he had saved for buying a hunting gun. But first priority he gave to his wife, that she shouldn't become sad. So what he done? He sacrifices that money also. So he said, okay, have this money and go and buy a really beautiful dress for the party. The day of the party drew near. and Madam evening, her husband said to her, "What's the matter? You have been acting strange these last 3 days." So, what happened? Uh, Now, though her dress was ready, okay, but though her dress was ready, but still she isn't happy. Still looking like restless. Here, in place of Mathilde, Madame Loisel is used. Okay, Madame Loisel means it is uh, after the marriage we call wife on the surname of husband. Okay, so Madame Loisel. Okay, instead of using Mathilde, here Madame Loisel is used. So she looked very unhappy. So she is Mathilde. So she was still looking restless. So to find out the reason, her husband started thinking. She replied, "I am upset that I have no jewels, not a single stone to wear. I would rather not to go to the party." "You could wear flowers," he said. "They are very fashionable at this time of the year." She was not convinced. The next day, she went to her friend's house and told her distress. So what happened? Now see, still she was not satisfied. Her husband said, "You may wear flowers." So it is fashion also. Nowadays, he said, "If no jewels, you may wear flower jewelry." But she felt, "No, I want jewelry only." So she went to that rich school friend, Madame Forestier, and asked for the jewelry. So, do you think, students, we should borrow like these things from some people or from friends or anybody? Okay, if you think borrow for temporary, but as temporary we can borrow. Okay, temporary we can take the things. But as in this story further, you will see how this necklace will put her in trouble. So you will also learn from this story. So what happened? Yeah. So what happened? Madam first year went to her mirror. The next day she went to her friend's house and told her distress. Madam Forestier went to her mirrored wardrobe, took out a large box, brought it back, opened it, and said to Madam Loisel, "Choose, my dear." Okay. So what happened? Now she went to her friend's house. She showed her jewelry, but she asked for more jewelry. At last, she asked for more jewelry. Okay. First, Mathilde saw some bracelets, then a pearl necklace. She tried on the jewelry in the mirror. She kept asking, "You have nothing else?" "Why, yes, but I don't know what you like." So suddenly she discovered, she discovered in a black satin box a superb diamond necklace, and her heart began to beat up with uncontrolled desire. Her hands trembled as she looked it. She fastened it around her neck and stood lost in ecstasy as she looked at herself. So fastened means tied, and ecstasy means excitement. So now, when she went to her friend, she showed her jewelry, but she asked for more jewelry. So she tried, and it looked. So what happened? At last, she liked the super diamond necklace, and she tried. It looked very beautiful. And then she asked anxiously, hesitatingly, that, "Would you lend me this one?" Lend means to take temporarily. So will you give this to me for party? And her friend gave her, of course, you may take. She became very happy. So she comes home with treasure. Then she asked anxiously, hesitatingly, would you lend me this? Why, of course. She threw her arms around her friend's neck rapturously, then filled with her treasure. So what happened? So she got that necklace, and her friend gave the necklace for party, and she was very happy. So she went her home back with treasure. Treasure means what? With she got the diamond necklace also, and she was very happy, and she was very crazy about that necklace. Yes. So she went home with the treasure. Now we will see what happened in the further story. The day of the party arrived. Madame Loisel was a success. She was prettier than all other women, elegant, gracious, smiling, and full of joy. So, what happened? She was very happy. She went. She on the party. On the party, what happened? She looked very prettier. She looked prettier than all. Elegant means good looks. Gracious means a person who walks with nicely with a new dress, pretty dress, and smiling in the party. She herself was also very happy. And you all know she was very charming and beautiful also. Okay. So she danced wildly with passion, forgetting everything in the triumph. Triumph means very much happiness. Triumph of her beauty and success, floating in a cloud of happiness. So what happened? She was very happy. She danced. She mixed with other females. Finally, she was very happy, and then she danced and with passion, forgetting everything in the triumph of her beauty and success, floating in the cloud of happiness. Cloud of happiness means when we are more happy, then we means जैसे हम क्या होते हैं कि हम खुद में ही गुम हो जाते हैं, like that. Okay, so floating in a cloud of happiness. So Mathilde and her husband Mathilde and her husband left at about 4 o'clock in the morning. So when they were finally in the street, they could not find a cab. They walked down towards the Seine till they found one. They were dropped off at their door in the Rue de Matthias. And sadly, it was all over for her. So what happened in party, on the day of party, she became very happy, and on the party she looked prettier than all other females. Okay, as she was naturally, she was very beautiful. Okay, so on the party she looked very beautiful, and she looked elegant, gracious, smiling in the party, and she herself was very happy, and she danced and she mixed up with all other females, and like this they attended the party. So she was very charming and beautiful. She was looking very charming and beautiful because her husband gave money for the dress. As you know how he sacrificed his 400 francs which he kept for buying a gun. So he gave the money for dress. So dress was also ready. Necklace she borrowed from her rich friend. So now she was very happy. She attended the party. She danced and she mixed with other females. Okay. Then finally the party was over. Okay. So finally they came back home. But it was about 4 o'clock in the morning. See how late they were. Okay, it was about 4 o'clock in the morning, and they were very late, and they could not find a cab. They could not find a cab. They walked down towards the Seine. Seine is the name of the place in France. So till they found one cab, they were dropped off of their door. So what happened? They found cab, and they were not able to find a cab because they were very late, you know. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. So they were very late. So what happened? They could not find a cab from their location. So what they did, they walked down towards the Seine. Seine is a name of a place in the France. So then after that, they found one cab. They found one cab, and they were dropped off their door. So here, see, Rue de Matthias. Rue de Matthias is the street of the name of the street in the France. Like in Mumbai, on the road, for some roads or streets, there are names. Okay, Link Road, SV Road, like that. So like that in France, in French, in France, it is the name of the street, Rue de Matthias. So there, they were dropped off at their door. So where their home was there. So after that, she thought, yes, party is over, and now everything was over for her. In front of the mirror, she took a final look at herself in all her glory. So what happened? After coming back home, so after returning home, she thought she could look herself to see her glory for last time in the mirror, because because as you all know, the dress was her own dress she was wearing, but she was so crazy on that diamond necklace. So what she thought, before changing, so once she wanted to see her glory in the mirror, so she thought to look herself to see her glory for the last time in the mirror. So now she will return to the, because now she will return the necklace to her friend, right? So as she borrowed from her rich friend. So she came in front of the mirror to have a final look before changing her dress. Okay. So it is common thing. We also do like this, right? Whenever we go for a party or function. So we look ourselves in mirror. So in front of mirror, she looked a final, she took a final look at herself in all her glory. But suddenly she uttered a cry. She no longer had the necklace round her neck. So what's the matter? Asked her husband. She turned towards him, panic, stricken. I have no longer have Madame Forester's necklace. He stood up, distraught. What? How? That's impossible. So what happened? When she thought that to have a final look before changing her dress, she came in front of mirror, because she was very crazy about that beautiful necklace. Yes, you know what happened? She could not see anything around her neck. She did not find her necklace on her neck. So she was shocked. Even her husband was shocked. Sudden feeling of fear. So they were so happy. She was so happy. But after that, see what happened. So she lost that necklace. Okay, so it was sudden feeling of fear. How can it be? How it is possible? So the both distraught means worry. So both husband and wife, they were worried about that necklace. So dear students, this is the part 1, and it is the part 1 here. We will continue the story in part 2 in tomorrow's class. And I hope you all understood the story and eager to know the further story. As I said that this story is written by me, Gidi Maupassant, and he always wrote short stories. And this is the story of twist ending here. And as I told you that this story is a moral story, you can learn from this and how a necklace ruined, totally ruined her life. That we are going to learn a moral from this story. So this was part 1. So in tomorrow's class, we will continue the story. I hope you all understood and you are eager to know the further story also. Okay. So thank you everyone. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.
Hello.